So today I have a Rainbow Six Siege video. I'm going to be talking about the two new operators because I'm kind of really late to the party when it comes to Wind Basin and the two new operators, Nomad and Kaid, I think his name is. Um, Basically, I kind of forgot that Rainbow Six Siege and the release date of Wind Basin, so I'm kind of behind, but I did want to bring some pretty decently epic gameplay. I actually, kind of randomly started playing, and I did quite well for what I, from what I normally do. I was actually amazed because I would think that after not playing Rainbow Six Siege for such a long period of time that I would be quite rusty, but luckily for me, I was not incredibly rusty. I did quite well, and I, used both, Nomad and Kaid, in the gameplay. Kind of did, utilize, their gadgets and, their weapons, and I'm very impressed with their weapons. Both operators have great weapons. I really like Nomad's, both of Nomad's primary weapons, which are both assault rifles. One is more of a heavy hitter. The other one is just basically kind of like I call it the baby AK, or it's AK-74M. I really, really like that weapon. I think it's really interesting, really neat, and it is quite punishing if you know how to handle it. The other weapon that Nomad has is also just it's a good heavy hitting weapon. Has more rate of fire, but it's a little bit harder to control. But if you can pinpoint your shots quite well and get used to handling it correctly, it is a very punishing weapon as well. Another thing, I never really thought that I would enjoy a secondary or a pistol at all, really, in Rainbow Six Siege, because I never really rock a pistol. I don't really use a pistol in multiplayer. Like when I play casual or ranked, I don't never use a pistol because I don't care. Unless I'm actually out of ammo, I have nothing else to use. Then yeah, I'm going to use a pistol, but that's just like the last resort for me. I don't ever roll with it, but now I'm like, wow, this, like a very powerful hand cannon, pretty much, of a secondary pistol, because it comes with an ACOG scope. It's a 44, basically, 44 Magnum, but it's a little different, I guess, the way it looks. And it comes with a scope. It's a low power scope. Either way, it's like an ACOG scope. So if you really want to kind of surprise your enemies, really, I think it's 2 or 3 pops with that gun and they're dead. So, but you have to really place your shots well, because it could be very punishing if you fail to hit that target and they retaliate and hit you with some SMG fire with high rate of fire. They'll bring you down very quickly. So you have to really kind of think about it, plan ahead a little bit. If you see them, if you're behind them, they don't see you right away, or you get maybe a lucky shot, or you're just really damn good at the game and you have great accuracy. You can get some headshots with it. It's pretty sweet. It's very punishing. So, like I said, it's a very punishing weapon. But overall, Nomad is wow. Her gadget is actually kind of almost like a meme or a joke. It's really quite funny. I believe that it's a good way to for me, for my usage, the way that I like to use it. And obviously, this is all opinion-based. If I'm moving through an area and I'm close to the objective, but I feel like there's a roamer around, but he's near the objective, but he's not in the objective, and he could at any given moment be right behind me and take me out, cover your ass with her proximity, thing that basically throws you back a certain amount. It's pretty sweet. But it doesn't kill them. It hurts them. It doesn't kill them. So as soon as it goes off, it's almost like you have to be in that area once it goes off to, finish them off. I think they take, a very minimal amount of damage. So, like I said, it does not kill them. I don't know if it kills them if you hit them directly. I don't know. But, if they walk into it, it'll throw them back. It won't kill them. But then that's when you're given an opportunity to kind of rush them and finish them off. But be wary, there could be another player with them, obviously. So you got to kind of think ahead, how you go about it or whatnot. But it's still wow, it's a sweet gadget. Now going off to Kaid, I think it's pronounced Kaid. I don't fucking know. I really, really like his gadget. Just simply for, it's almost like a good area denial. I actually, when I used it, I think I had somebody was trying to shoot pellets, like Hibana was trying to shoot pellets to make a hole, and I had that trap on there, and her trap got, or her my trap, my gadget made her pallets get destroyed, so she was not able to use them. So it's kind of like almost like Bandit, but I feel like it's a little bit better because you can kind of place it where you want. Bandit's more restricted to placing it specifically. Here you can kind of shoot it anywhere, so you can kind of hide it a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to destroy, which is really neat. So it's almost like taking the concept of whatever Ella, I think, where you can use her like thunder shock, proximity mines that kind of disorient you, and how you can place it pretty much anywhere. It's kind of like that, but it makes things electrified. So like a shield, barbed wire, reinforcements really comes in handy depending on how you want to play, or what strategy you want to use. I haven't used it in any other way besides, to deny a particular way of access, and then I will go near another way where they can come in, and then I'll wait for them, and then when they do come in, I'll pick them off. In that sense, that's how I kind of went about my strategy when I was using his gadget. His gun is obviously a shotgun that's very punishing, and then the AUG, which is the configuration for a 9mm bullet, so it's a little bit more accurate. I think it's way less damage, but it's a lot more accurate, and it has a decent rate of fire. I really do like that weapon as well. I actually, for the first time in a long time, I can say confidently without any kind of, regrets regarding these two new operators. I'm very impressed. I think they did a damn good job. I really like it. I like the weapons, I like the operators, and I like the gadgets. All those three key components. I've never ever liked, full on like the operator, his gadget, and his weapon. Sometimes I liked the operator, I hated his gadget, and I liked his weapon, or kind of like it was changed. I never liked all three things at a time, out of those things when it comes to any given operator. So I'm really impressed with the Wind Basin. I haven't played the new map. That will be on a video later that I will bring maybe today or tomorrow. But overall, my experience in my short time span that I used both of these operators, I'm very impressed with the weapons. I'm very impressed with their gadgets, and overall, I think they're kind of interesting. I really didn't read too much of their backstory because I really don't care. The backstory is like if they actually had a campaign or something, the backstory would be kind of more so meaningful to me. But since they don't have a campaign, their backstory is not really that meaningful to me. I really don't care. I mean, they're interesting folks. I mean, I did kind of look into it. Like Haid is like some 58-year-old guy. I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck he's still chugging along. I mean, the guy looks like he's got 5 more years before he fucking dies, I mean, you're still operating, but he also looks kind of like a colonel or general or some like really high up position in the military, which in this case happens to be the Moroccan military. I think that's what it seems like to me. And then obviously Nomad is kind of like, I don't know if she's, the partner in crime, or whatnot, but just overall, it's like, wow. Pretty impressive. I'm happy with Wind Basin. I feel kind of stupid that I didn't realize that it came out like like 5 or 6 days ago. So I'm like, oh, oops, that was kind of a failure, I guess, that I kind of forgot, that it came out. But I've been, doing Shadow of War, which I will be uploading videos of that as well. I got over 50% of the game completed. That's based on quests, not anything else. I will be also uploading Minecraft into the channel because I have, a passion and love for Minecraft like nobody's business. That game has consumed a lot of my time. That's also one of the reasons why I've not, kept up to date with some of the more key important things and information like new stuff about Call of Duty that's coming out, like their new operation, a new operator, and some like new weapons and shit. Obviously this whole Wind Basin and Rainbow Six Siege, maybe some information about Hitman. I completely missed out on that because I've been so consumed by Minecraft, and it really has consumed me to that point. and obviously Shadow of War, which I've been playing because I've always liked, the Lord of the Rings series. The games are really sweet. It's always nice to lob some orc heads or whatever. It's a pretty sweet game, has a good story, and there's so much to the game that it's almost like, wow, like, there's so much to do, so it really does consume you. So, anywho, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, definitely hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Peace.